Hello, thank you again for joining me. Today's topic, imagination as an organ of wisdom. It has been said from the past that a resolute imagination is the beginning of all magical operations. This was stated by the ancient Hermeticists. In those ancient days, magic meant an understanding of nature and the operations of the cosmos, not how later individuals in most religions has defined magic as something black or dark. It was an understanding of nature. The alchemist Paracelsus defined imagination as the inner firmament, the microcosmic parallel of the macrocosm. Ancient teachers believed that an individual's highest spiritual self had a direct contact with the consciousness of the universe through imagination. Paracelsus said, the first step in the operation of understanding is to beget the spirit from the inner firmament by means of the imagination. In ancient times, imagination was considered the greatest gift that humans possess. Now, today we define imagination as someone's fancy. They were just imagining. But in ancient times, wild thoughts that someone might have was considered by them fantasy. They reserved the term imagination something much higher. The old philosopher said someone's fantasy is madman's cornerstone. That would include obsessive thoughts, ruminating, brooding over ills and problems. That was not imagination. Imagination takes us out of ourselves by taking us into ourselves. With an open imagination, say the ancient teachers, it is possible to see into the essence of things. We may look into nature in the same way that the sun shines through a glass. Cornelius Agrippa said, imagination of its own accord can change the physical body through a transmutation. By changing the accidents of the body and by moving the spirit upward or downward, inward or outward, imagination has that type of control. In the ancient books of the Corpus Hermeticum, it says, within God, everything lies in the imagination. Within our own imagination, command your soul to go anywhere, and it will be there quicker than your command. Bid it to go to the ocean, and again it is there at once. Order your imagination to fly up to heaven, and it will need no wings. If you do not make yourself equal to the qualities and attributes of God, you cannot understand him. Like is to understand by like. Grow to immeasurable size. Be free from the body and transcend all time in your imagination. Become eternity, and thus will you understand God. Consider yourself immortal and able to understand everything, all arts, sciences, and the nature of every creature. Do this in your imagination. Sense as one within yourself the entire creation. Conceive yourself to be in all places at the same time. Conceive of all things at once, times, places, actions, qualities, quantities. Then you can understand God through your imagination, the imagination given to you through God the Creator. Let's stretch our concepts and belief systems. Let us remember that we have come here to demonstrate how we manage our creative energies. let us make no boundaries and know that all things are possible when we acknowledge that same thought in our imagination. As the Corpus Hermeticum states, I now see not with the eyes, but by the operation of spiritual energy in the powers. I am in heaven, in earth, in water, in air. I am in living creatures and plants. I am present everywhere. Let us tumble with the rock which falls from the mountain and rejoice with the rosebud about to open. You are a soul. You are power. You are light. You are love. You are all things. Blessings to you.